Good evening. I hope you're having a great week. They call this Hump Day, Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week, and I pray that you have been blessed, that you are staying safe with your families. If you have to go out to shop or go out to make those trips as few as possible, and if you have to go to work, you're part of one of those essential businesses. Please be safe, wear a mask as often as you can, wash your hands. Please take good care of yourself, keep your immune system up. Those are very important things that we all have to do to be together. We've been going through this Passion Week, starting Sunday, just exploring and reviewing, reflecting on what Jesus went through with his disciples and others on that last week of his life on this earth. And so today is Wednesday. He's been having a very busy week so far. Wednesday was a little lighter schedule that Jesus had. The only thing that was on his agenda was going to a dinner at Simon's house. Simon was one of his followers that he had healed from leprosy. And so they went, and some of the dignitaries and friends of Simon were there, and they were eating very well and enjoying the ambiance, the spirit of the time, the good fellowship. But then something happened that made Judas very angry. Judas seems to be a kind of guy that was high-strung in some ways, because this aroma just began to envelop the whole room. Now, this had happened before. This wasn't the first time where a woman had come in and began anointing Jesus with perfume. In fact, it happened just a few days before that at the home of Lazarus and Martha and Mary. And here it happened again. I guess the word must have gotten out that was something that was special. But Lazarus didn't get the message, and he was still angry about things because this was very expensive perfume. And so he was like making a federal case, like this money should have been saved and sold, or this perfume should have been sold and the money given to the poor, and he was making a lot of grumbling comments about things. But Jesus said, stop it. Now, he was talking to everybody, but he was really honing in on Judas. Don't criticize this woman. She has done a very, very good thing. She is preparing my body for burial. And nobody liked to hear that word, but that's what he said. Preparing my body for burial. And wherever the gospel is preached, this story, that what this woman has done, is going to be told time and time again. So please lay off of her, because she has done a very good thing. Well, this didn't sit well with Judas, and he began to think in his mind, okay, this kingdom that I've been following Jesus for, it seems to be becoming ever more nebulous. Wherever the gospel is preached, the story be told, that sounds like this kingdom is way down the road somewhere. I want this kingdom to be happening like now. I've invested my time, I've invested my resources, my talents into this cause, and I need this thing to be moved forward. And so as Judas slipped out of his seat and he went into the afternoon, early evening, night, an idea began to percolate in his mind of what he could do, what he could strategize, how to get this kingdom jump-started and fast-tracked into becoming a reality. And so he went to the headquarters of the Pharisees, and he said, what can we do together to make this happen? Because he wanted to strategize and to box Jesus in, where he had to declare his kingship. And then the Jews, the leadership of the Jews, once Jesus, with all his power and might and abilities that he was given by God, they would have to agree. And so Judas was strategizing how to get these two parties together and make it happen now. The little bribery, the 30 pieces of silver, didn't hurt, because Judas always seemed to be scheming on how he could, profit from any activity that he would do. And so on this Wednesday, Judas figured things out, and he strategized how to make things happen quickly. So this countdown to Resurrection Sunday, there's 4 days to go. This kingdom of Jesus, what did it all mean? The mission that Jesus was on, the vision that Jesus had for his kingdom. Do we, as followers of Jesus, have any input? Do we have any say in how that works? The timetable that Jesus has for his kingdom, the strategies that he has, the process that he has, do we as followers have any input? These are the questions that Judas and probably many others have. The discrepancy between his plan and our plans is something that they were wrestling with on that Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll wrestle with Thursday, and I have one request for you to make to prepare for our time together tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday when Jesus had the Last Supper. So I invite you to go to the store if you don't already have it. Get some wheat thins, some crackers. You can make some homemade chips, anything that has some kind of crunch to it. If you don't have that, just a loaf of bread, a corner of bread will work. Something that you can use to participate in that part of the service. And then some grape juice, some Welch's grape juice, whatever brand. You can get that from the store and have that ready when we meet again tomorrow at 5:30 as we continue this countdown to Resurrection Sunday, and we'll have a good time together tomorrow. I pray you have a good rest of the evening with your families and wherever you might be, and I look forward to continuing this journey together, the countdown to Resurrection Sunday. God bless.